And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Tosin Fakile. We start with breaking news in the district where parts of the city are under a boil water advisory right now. Our Kevon Dupree live at Tenley Town Metro near American University and businesses that will be affected. Kevon, what can you tell us right now?
Tosin, the boil water advisory was enacted around 2:30 this afternoon, and DC water officials say it's impacting about 4,800 customers here in upper Northwest DC. Now, officials say that earlier today there was a break in a 20-inch water main in upper Northwest that caused some customers to have low water pressure or lose water pressure altogether. They say as of 11:30 this morning, they have restored system pressure in most of the impacted areas except for a small area near the water main break. Information sent out by DC Water says the neighborhoods impacted by the break include American University, Friendship Heights, North Cleveland Park, Foxhall Crescent, Foxhall Village, and Barnaby Woods, along with several other neighborhoods. DC Water is advising customers in these affected areas to boil water that may be ingested for at least 1 minute. This includes drinking water, water used for cooking, water for making ice, water given to pets, and water for brushing your teeth as well. Officials say the boil water advisory will be lifted when tests on 2 consecutive days show no bacteria, which they anticipate will be on Friday. And we will bring you more from this boil water advisory on DC News Now at 5 p.m. Reporting live in Northwest DC, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
And this morning, police and protesters clash, clearing that 2 weeks of nonviolent protests on George Washington University's campus. Now, this was the scene this morning. Police using pepper spray on the crowd in the middle of all that chaos. At least 33 demonstrators were arrested. Some have since been released. DC Police Chief Pamela Smith said most will be charged with unlawful assembly, but some could face charges for assaulting a police officer. And we have team coverage today on this topic. Our Leonard and Fleming and Randy Bass at the campus right now. We begin with Randy. And Randy, things a lot quieter now than several hours ago.
Yes, Tosin, now about 12 hours after police and protesters first clashed here at the site of the encampment. Now, Clear, going to show you what that scene looks like here at this hour. Police maintaining a presence here along H Street on the GW campus this afternoon. We had a chance to hear from officers and community organizations today, along with protesters, after nearly 3 dozen of them were arrested. Video our crews captured here this morning takes us right back to those very tense moments. Officers descending on the encampment early this morning. Police and pro-Palestine protesters pushing and shoving officers using pepper spray after DC police say several of their own were assaulted by those protesters.
There were some punches that were thrown at the officers as they were trying to break through there, as officers were trying to stop that. And we began to reinforce that area there. But again, they tried to continue to assault to get to those other folks that had earlier been arrested. In all, 33 people were arrested, most of them for trespassing, 3 of them for assaulting an officer. Some community organizations feel the decision to break down that encampment was politically motivated, done ahead of DC leaders' plans to testify before Congress today.
Bowser bowed down at their behest, and as a result, dozens of students and community members were detained and caged. Their skin was burning, their eyes were burning, and to this we say shame. Shame!
But Police Chief Pamela Smith says the encampment was a growing public safety risk, saying the protests had grown more volatile in recent days.
MPD learned of more indicators that the protest was becoming more volatile and less stable. Items that could potentially be used for offensive and defensive weapons were being gathered.
Nor is one of the GW students arrested today. She says this isn't the end of their protests.
They can brutalize us, they can pepper spray us. The movement is here, it is stronger than ever. Our energy has not dissipated. As a matter of fact, it's come back 10 times stronger.
Now, we are still awaiting additional information on some of those arrests, like what exactly those charges are that some of these protesters may face and who they were. It's also not clear at this point how many of them were students. We're also still awaiting information on any potential court appearances for the protesters who were arrested today. We are expecting some of that information a little bit later on this evening. Stick with DC News Now for live team coverage throughout the evening as we continue to bring you the very latest. Live in Northwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, Randy, thank you for that report. We head on over to our Leonard N. Fleming, who has the latest with what's next for students. And Leonard, a lot of uncertainty here. What can you tell us?
Well, yes, indeed. There is a lot of uncertainty among these students, especially with graduation just under 2 weeks away. This week, students are taking their final exams, and then on May 19th, seniors walk across the stage. We have seen universities across the country like Columbia and the University of Southern California cancel their ceremonies. Seniors on campus here tell me they are concerned that additional protests could impact their commencement.
What happens now with commencement as well? We saw at University of Michigan that protesters just stood up in the back and started protesting for the Gazan cause at commencement. It's a big fear that, what's going to happen now for the graduating class.
The university said in a statement that given all their security concerns, any type of student-free expression protests of some sort has to be reserved and cleared by the Division of Student Affairs. Reporting from George Washington University, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, Leonard, and we've seen similar clashes between protesters and police on campuses all across the country, including the Commonwealth. And Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin breaking his silence on the matter. Youngkin last week saying he fully supports the actions taken by law enforcement to break up pro-Palestinian protests on campuses across Virginia. The governor also saying a combination of, quote, outside agitators and students not following campus policies have caused serious safety concerns leading to police response. Now, Youngkin's comments come as some Democrats criticize law enforcement for the, quote, policing of protected First Amendment rights.
Follow the rules and be peaceful, that's fine. But when you cross the line and you begin to build encampments, which are not allowed on college campuses, you intimidate other students, you're trying to disrupt the normal operations of the schools, that will not be allowed.
The more we put state police out there, the more we try to say, hey, we're going to try to take control over the situation, that's when it continues to get worse.
Now, Youngkin wouldn't say what role, if any, he played in breaking up the protests. Instead, he says police responses in Virginia have been deeply coordinated. All right, switching gears now. Your time is 4:07. Taking a live look outside over the Kennedy Center. It is sunny and hot. Let's get on over to meteorologist Damon Matson for a first look at our forecast. And Damon, it's hot, but I don't know if it's just me. I didn't feel as humid, but maybe because I was in the air conditioning too long, so I don't know. You tell us what we're feeling.
Hey, that air conditioning always helps, Tosin, just giving that small little break. But hey, overall, this is a summer-like day across the DMV here, folks. Our temperatures soared upward this afternoon, and we still had plenty of that humidity in place. Here's a look at where we're at right now. We have 91 down across Lexington Park. Waldorf has jumped to 89, primarily across southern Maryland and then back toward the I-95 corridor from Fredericksburg to D.C. That's where we've had our hottest temperatures of the day. It's 87 in the district right now, but those 80s finally spread west as some of the cloud cover we've been dealing with throughout the day has started to lighten up. Now, dew points have gone down a little bit as compared to earlier in the day, but we still have some of those pockets of 60s, which is on that muggier side here, especially across the eastern half of the DMV. So that mugginess very much still in place. And there's that cloud cover I was talking about that has lingered overhead as a frontal boundary continues to stay near the DMV. Now, despite this front still being near us, overall, we have not had any showers and storms today. That activity has been back off toward Tennessee. And as we move on throughout the rest of the evening time, we'll stay quiet, but that's not going to be the case tomorrow. We'll talk about the chance for some severe storms out there on your Thursday coming up here in just a bit.
All right, looking forward to that, Damon. Thank you. Well, drivers in Alexandria will see more police on the roads this afternoon as part of the ongoing Street Smart campaign to reduce pedestrian and bicyclist deaths. Police are ticketing traffic violators at the intersection of North Jordan and Duke Street. Now, violators can be fined up to $500 and get points on their license. And officials are reminding drivers to obey the speed limit and be careful when passing buses or stopped vehicles. Pedestrians should always cross the street at marked crosswalks and wait for the signal to cross. And as bikers, they advise never ride against traffic and use hand signals to communicate your intentions to drivers. Well, the Nationals bringing home a win in the first game of the Beltway Series. We love to see it. They shut out the Orioles for a 3-0 win. Last night, the Nationals were able to scratch a couple runs off of new Orioles ace Corbin Burnes to get that win. Now, this is the first time the Nats have had a winning record in nearly 3 years.